Alright, so today in this video, I'm going to go over the different angles that are created when we have a diagram that looks like this. Two lines that are being intersected by another line. The official title or name of this line in geometry is called a transversal. I often refer to it as the chopper, just because it's chopping these two lines, chopping through them, not like in half, but it's just intersecting them. So the first type of angle that we're going to study is the corresponding angles, and just for reference, this is on page 10 of your notes packet. So there are four pairs of corresponding angles that are created. So I'm just going to denote the pair of corresponding angles, each pair, by a different shape. So we've got the hearts, we've got stars, triangles. Just use a circle for this fourth one. Okay, so those are your four pairs of corresponding angles. Okay, now if the lines are parallel, and I'm referring to these lines here, then corresponding angles, or CA, are congruent. And that's the symbol for congruence. Equal sign with a little squiggle there. Okay? So only if the lines are parallel will these angles be congruent. And when I say corresponding angles are congruent, I don't mean like all four of these angles are the same and all four of these angles are the same. I mean the hearts are the same measure, the stars would be the same measure, the triangles would be the same, and the circles are the same. Okay? So the corresponding angles are the angles where if I would somehow cut out around this intersection point and I just moved it on top of this intersection point, the corresponding angles fall right on top of each other. Okay? This heart will be on top of this heart. This star will be on top of this star. This triangle will be on top of this triangle. This circle will be on top of this circle. Okay? So that can maybe be a visual or just something that can help you identify the corresponding angles. Okay? Let's go over alternate interior angles. Same diagram. Now there's only two pairs of alternate interior angles, and the name kind of gives them away. So here's my first pair. There's my second pair. Okay? So the title alternate just refers to opposite sides of this line right here, right? These are opposite sides, these are on opposite sides. The interior is referring to the fact that they're both between these lines, okay? Alternate interior angles. Okay, and again, if the lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles, or AIA, are congruent, okay? And that's only true when these lines are parallel. Alright, let's do the third type of angle. Same diagram. You're going to get very familiar with this diagram in the next couple days. The same side interior, you could probably figure these out without me even showing you. But here's your first pair of same side interior angles. And I'm blanking on my shapes. There's your second pair. So same side interior angles on the same side of this chopper. They're both between the lines. Same side interior. Us mathematicians are not very creative with our coming up with our titles and our names. But that's okay because that it's helpful for you. So if lines are parallel, you think you know where I'm going with this, but you don't. Then same side interior angles, or SSI, are supplementary. Switching it up on you. Just make sure you're paying attention. So supplementary is one of your vocab words. It should just like in your mind, you should think 180. Okay? So that means if these lines are parallel, which means they will never touch, then these two angles here where the rectangles are, they would add up to 180 degrees, right? So maybe this one would be 120 and this would be 60, just as a possible example. These triangles would add up to 180 degrees, okay? So these angles, same side interior, They're the only ones of the 4 angles I'm talking about in this video that are not congruent, and they're supplementary. But it's helpful because same side interior angles are supplementary. So alliteration is really working out in your favor here. All right, let's our last pair, alternate exterior angles. And again, you could probably figure these out. There's my first pair. And there's my second pair. Okay? So they're on opposite sides of the transversal, but this time they're outside of these lines. Okay? So if the lines are parallel, I don't know why I said it like that. Probably because I've said this word so many times today. If lines are parallel, then alternate exterior angles, they're gonna be congruent. Okay? So there it is. Hopefully as you were writing these down, you took very neat notes, because if you have to come back and look at them, it's just obviously helpful if you can see what you were doing. You are now going to do pages 17 to 19 in your CUDA and your TAN packet. And when you go to do them, all you have to do is just name what angles you have pictured. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching.